Hello, my beautiful, beautiful Virgos. I love you guys. How are y'all doing? I love you guys. I absolutely love you guys. You know, Virgo, I was laying here and haven't been feeling too well today. But I asked Spirit guys, I said, you know, there's a download, but I couldn't understand the download. And so Spirit guys told me just get up and just, you know, meditate a little more. And I started realizing what God, higher source, whoever you believe in, is telling me is that it brought this, you know, it's not really a song. I feel as though that Spirit guys had me meditate on this feeling that I was getting, Virgo, okay? So right now, I'm just speaking to you, whoever you are. I'm speaking to you with a sound mind. I know this is hard times for you right now. I know that you've been through a lot. But I feel as though that I'm being obedient about what I'm about to say. Is that what Spirit guides God? A lot of you, some of you may be on different timelines, but my beautiful Virgos, this download is saying, you got to learn to love you. You got to learn to love you. You've been through so much pain. You've been through so much pain and hurt. But you got to learn to love you. You got to learn you. And I know, Virgo, I know that we can want to go to the mountaintops and back for everybody. But you got to learn to love you. It's about you. Virgo, what Spirit guys God is trying to tell me to tell you is that right now, I know some of you are hurting. Some of you are grieving. You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot of hurt, a lot of pain. You don't understand. Some of you still grieving from years ago. Some of you grieving from something that has recently happened. And you don't understand why it keeps happening to you. Why does it keep playing in your life over and over? And some things, not all things, some things, is that Spirit guides God is saying you have to learn who you are. You have to learn how to love yourself. You're going to have to learn how to sit still with yourself. You're going to have to learn how to be your own company. Hello, I am Positive Energy. Welcome to the channel where everyone respects one another. And I take healing very, very seriously. I am here, my beautiful Virgos, to speak life into you. I am here to speak to your heart, your mind, body, and your soul. All I need you to do to just accept it is to say yes. Because I want to blow healing into your heart, whatever you're feeling right now. But the most important thing, my beautiful Virgos, is you got to learn to love you. You got to learn to love you. In order for God, whoever your higher spirit is, in order for God to move in your life, in order for things to change in your life for the better, you got to trust the process if you're already starting to feel this. It's not going to be easy. It's not. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it is. Because you used to what you know. You're used to what you know. But baby, it's going to bring you so much peace, Virgo. It's going to bring you so much peace when you let go of it. And when you learn to love you, you got to learn to love you. I know it's a lot of pain. It's a lot of pain. It's a lot of pain inside of you. But you got to learn to love you. I am being of love, and I release all negative energy so that you can have peace in your life. Because when you have peace in your life, my beautiful Virgos, peace is understanding. Peace of mind, sound, mind, body, and soul is understanding. But you got to learn to love you. It's all about you. It's all about peace. Yeah. Some of you worry. Some of you worry a lot. And like this card says, I realize that worrying doesn't change a thing. You understand? Worrying does not change a thing. It's about peace. Worry only makes you keep worrying and worrying and worrying. But you have to let go of that you have been holding on to that does not love you back. I don't care if it's family, friends, relationships, connections. It doesn't matter. You got to trust the process in loving you. You got to learn to love you. It's all about you, Virgo. You got to learn to love you. And so whoever you are that has come across my channel, you're energetically pulled to me. That means that the divine universe, God, whoever your higher source, sent you my way, because I am here to speak healing into your heart, mind, body, and your soul. But you have to first allow me to do that. And through healing the heart, you have to have a mind of understanding. There are going to be things I may say that you may not like. They may be triggers, but it's all in understanding that people are going to treat you like you treat you. We have been so accustomed in our past of a lot of things, of a lot of situations. I know in my era, I know I have a lot of people on my channel that's in my era. And we didn't know what healthy, some did, but the majority of us did not know what a healthy relationship was. We watched our parents, our mother, our father, our grandfather, our grandmother, our aunties. We watched them go through a lot of abuse, a lot of dysfunction, a lot of drinking, a lot of alcohol, a lot of drugs. We watched a lot of things unfold before our eyes when we were young, when we're not even old enough to understand what was going on. All we saw was pain. All we saw was pain growing up, and there was nothing that we can do about it. We couldn't do anything about it because we were at an age that we can only see and we can only listen and we can only have nightmares and we can only be confused because we didn't understand why was mama doing this to daddy and daddy doing this to mama, or why was auntie and grandma and grandpa, why was these things going on, and we endured a lot of dysfunctional things that we thought was normal in our life. When in actuality, as we got older in my time now, that we look back and we say there was no such thing as a healthy relationship. So we picked that up. We picked up on that. And we became dysfunctional ourselves. in a lot of ways. It may not be exactly like mama, daddy, grandma, grandpa, uncle, aunties, or whoever. It might not have been just like theirs, but you still picked up some type of dysfunctional ways that you carried throughout your life from a child all the way up. So you asked, as you got older, as you got in your 20s, late 20s, 30s, it's like, why am I keep getting hurt? Why am I keep going through the same cycles of pain? Because we had the lack of knowledge. We didn't know how to love ourselves. We didn't know what that was. We didn't know what that was. So we sit and we have watched, and as we growed up into our adulthood, and as we begin to live our own lives, and we begin to be in relationships, friendships, connections, families, and we realize that my goodness, am I going through the same thing that my family, my mom, my dad, am I going through the same thing? Why is this beginning? Why is this a repeated cycle that a lot of us went throughout our life? In my era. See, the ones that are in this millennium, y'all are blessed and you are highly favored because you're getting the knowledge out here in this world. You have connections. We didn't have internet when we growed up. We didn't have all these things when we were growing up. We just had a TV and that was it. We didn't have all the things that are in this world right now. So we could only go off of what we knew at the time that we knew. So as we begin to develop our own life, we begin to develop patterns, repeated cycles, repeated challenges that we did not understand. Why were we going through the same thing? Why I ask God, why I ask my higher source, why am I going through the repeated things in life? I don't understand. I do not get it. So when you say healing and you say peace, learning how to sit with your own self, with your own mind, sitting still within your own self, learning how to love you, learning how to love who you are, it's going to feel strange. Beautiful Virgos. Now remember, everybody take what resonates. Don't try to force it. Don't try to fit it, okay? Take what resonates. Everybody is on different timelines, okay? Everybody's on different timelines. And so as we go through life challenges of pain, of hurt, pain, challenges, as we go through this cycle in life, learning how to get it right, learning how to get it right, learning how to get it right. So for some people, it can get it quickly, and some people, it's going to take time to get it right. But it's a cycle that we must break, and that's a cycle of not loving yourself. You got to learn to love you. You got to learn to love you. Because all we knew was dysfunction growing up. All we saw was tears and cries. And so we took it into our adult lives. And we begin to go through our turmoils. And we begin to go through our challenges. And we begin to not love ourselves. We begin to just give all we got to someone else. It doesn't matter, family. It doesn't matter. And we have begun to please other people because that's what we thought we supposed to do. We thought that was healthiness because we supposed to please other people, when in fact all they were doing was taking from you. But we didn't look at it that way. We looked at it as a giving person that likes to please other people. But other people look at it as, oh yeah, I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to use her. I'm going to use him. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And in the end, we are depleted. We are drained. We are empty. Because we thought that's what was normal. We thought that was the right thing to do as we went on through our life. And so, as you're watching me right now, some of you may be crying. Some of you may not be crying. Some of you could be just rocking back and forth. Some of you can have your hands crossed. Whatever it is, I'm trying to reach your heart. I'm trying to help you to mend your heart. And first thing, Spirit guides, God said, I need you to trust the process. Worry don't change a thing, my beautiful Virgos. Worry don't change a thing. You need peace in your life. Peace is a sound mind. Peace is loving you. Yeah. This blaming you for something that something that you had no control over, something that you only knew what you knew at the time that you went through it as a child. That's all you saw. That's all you knew, and you thought, oh, arguing is normal. Oh, fighting is normal. You blame yourself. It says accept responsibilities for my well-being. You're blaming yourself for something that you had no control over. You got peace, worry, and blame. It's time, at the bottom of the deck, it's time to get free from this. Freedom. Freedom of this mindset of blaming yourself. And free yourself. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Free yourself from this so you can create happiness in your life. Stop blaming yourself. Because you only knew what you knew with the information that you had, whether it was a relationship, whatever you're going through, whatever you've been holding on to, whatever you've been blaming yourself for, whatever you've been worried about. It's about peace. It's about loving you. It's about stop allowing people to take from you. Stop allowing people to overstep your boundaries. I am here to speak life into you. Hello, beautiful souls. There are blessings, lessons, and confirmations in all of my readings. You got to learn to love you. You got to learn to love you. It's all about you. You got to learn to love who you are, Virgo. In spite of, beautiful souls. I don't care if you're a man or you're a woman. You have to learn to love you. You have to learn to love you. It's all about you, Virgo. You an empress, baby. A lot of you have elevated to an empress. And you said, I would not accept any love that is not loving of me. Yeah. You have healed. You have done a lot of healing from a lot of pain, you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. A lot you've been through. You've been through a lot. But you had to learn to love you. And look at you now. You are an empress or an emperor. Look at you. Look at you now. You had to learn. You had to learn to love you. And you said, I would no longer allow anyone to come into my life that will contaminate my growth. A lot of you had to learn. You had to move away. You had to move away from this toxic, this energy. baby daddy, baby mama. You had to learn how to be patient with yourself. Learn to love, learn to love, learn to love you. Yeah. It's the best feeling in the world, because when you learn to love who you are creating happiness for yourself. That means you said, I love who I am. I love what I stand for. I love, what I'm doing, what I'm creating. That means that I'm not going to allow anyone that's going to come into my life and tamper with my happiness. You got to, look, there go the emperor right there. You got to learn to love you. The wheel of fortune is here, my beautiful Virgo. It's destined that you be happy. It's destined that you be in your boss energy. It's destined that you become a leader. It's destined that you sit in your power. Because you have endured a lot, Virgo. You've been through a lot of pain. I've been through a lot of pain in my life. I've been through a lot of pain in my life. No one's going to hurt me. Woo! No one's going to hurt me like that anymore. No one's going to hurt me anymore. You have learned how to be patient with yourself. Some of you, not only are you an empress, but you're emperor. You have control of your life now. You're in authority of your life now. You're in authority of your feelings, you have healed. The star card is here. A lot of healing. And it was not easy. But you pushed through it. And for some of you that are going through this now, Spirit guides, God is saying, trust the process. Because God is tired of his people being hurt and used and abused and a lot of things. God is tired. God is tired. And so God, your higher source, whoever your higher source is saying that in order for this to be fixed, God said, I'm tired of people misusing you and abusing you. In order for this to be fixed, he said, I gotta get you to a place that you have to sit by yourself. I gotta get you there. Because when I get you there, you'll understand the process. I got to get you to love yourself. I got to get you to sit in your stillness. I got to get you to get used to being with yourself. I got to get you to get used to what's healthy. What abundance look like, what prosperity look like, what joy look like, what peace look like. I got to get you there. So when you get there, everything that comes to you, everything that you're manifesting, you will be aligned with it, my beautiful Virgos. You got to learn to love you. You got to learn to love you. It's all about your strength, baby. You got to learn to love you. Thank you, Spirit guys. Thank you, God. I am here to speak life into you. If you came across this video, it wasn't a coincidence. It was you being energetically pulled to me because you need to heal. Your heart needs to heal. But first of all, Spirit God said, I need you to be patient with yourself. I need you to trust the process. I need you to not be bullying yourself and be mean to yourself. I need you to be kind and understanding to yourself because you are all you got. You are all you got. People going to treat you like you treat you. If you treat yourself bad, people going to treat you that way. If you got low self-esteem, people going to do something to make you jealous. If you whatever it is that you weak at, if you don't become strong in it, then the very person is going to hold that is going to come against you with that. And Spirit God said, I need you to learn how to sit in your own stillness, and I need you to learn how to love yourself. Period. You got to learn to love you. I love you guys. And the only way that you can get to the very thing that you're trying to create in your life. You can't go around it, Virgo. You cannot go around it. The only way you can get to your happiness, to creating what is for you, you have to let go of resentment. You have to let go of anger. You have to heal from your past pain. You have to learn how to love yourself. You have to learn how to sit with yourself. You have to learn how to be at peace with yourself. And you have to have the mindset. It's that, yes, I may get hurt again, but it won't be the same hurt. Because you've done a lot of healing. That you've done a lot of growing, a lot of growth. And you learn how to stand back up again. You learn how to get your confidence back. And you stop blaming. You start letting go of the blame game of blaming yourself for everything and worrying about everything and learning how to have peace in your life. You learn that whoever don't love you, you ain't loving them back. And you learn that I'm not going to put no more energy into who wants to be or who don't want to be in them. If you don't want to be in my life, that's fine. See you later. But I'm not running or chasing no more. Because I've learned to love me. I learned to love me. Until next time, Virgos.